Yeah, they look like they're running.
Yeah, look like we live.
All right, Shalom. This is GMS New Orleans coming back at you with another quick live lesson, as we always do. We're going to give all praises, glory, and honors.
Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahushua Ba'Shem, Kabadash.
The honors once again to the elders apostles of GMS. Peace and blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. All right, and this one here is going to be centered around the brotherhood, man, and how closely is important to be within the body, in the body of men, all right, and how it's, you know, it's definitely in the time to be knitted with brothers, man, and not really outside, you know. I want to get straight into it, you know, because I ain't gonna make this long, like that. But this is brothers just talking this on our minds, the importance of that, all right? Because when you look at all different species of animals, what they do, they run the different fishes. They run in what they call them schools of fish. You got the cubs with the tiger and stuff. They all run together in unison. And what happens? The ones that tear off or wander away, they're the ones that get taken by predators, man. All right, they become a prey. So what's the main thing that the Lord tells us that we in? Get out of Ephesians, man. Ephesians, I think 6 and 12. I believe that's it. 6 to 15.
Well, for the body.
We were against not flesh and blood.
6 and 12.
6 and 12.
Ephesians 6 and 12. Gotcha.
Oh, just start at 10.
It's the book of Ephesians, chapter 6 and verse 10. And reads, "Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord, and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil."
Yeah, you be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. And guess what? All right, we fighting the wiles of the devil spiritually, man. All right, these demons that come and go on brothers, definitely tempt brothers with different things. So you got to put on the whole armor of the Lord. What's that? These scriptures, man.
Right.
All right, being mentally having the mental fortitude to understand what you're dealing with for the demons, what you're dealing with before you, man, the different temptations and things that going on around you, man. All right, you have to do that with what? You have to suffer sometimes that you have to suffer that with brothers, man.
Yeah.
Being able to be open and vent to brothers. This is who you got to rely on. All right, you can't do that alone and on the outside. Venting, explaining your problems, going through with your problems with brothers. All right, because brothers gonna get into it. Things are gonna happen, but you gotta suffer those highs and lows with men.
Right.
All right, you don't have nobody on the outside, man. These people on the outside are not your friend, or they're not with you, man. Keep going up.
Verse 12. "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world."
Right. Spiritually and physically, man. We're dealing with demons. All right. We're dealing with spiritual demons, Satan himself, and many other entities that come into play, man. They come in the form of jumping on these people and jumping on us. Got you doing things that you wouldn't necessarily do or say. All right. But when those things happen, you got to lean on the body, man. You can't do it. You can't do these things alone, man. Right? You can't defeat Babylon alone. You have to do it with. All right. And I'm gonna find this video too for brothers, man. And all it was, if I believe I saved it, or I came across it, I can come across it again. It's a video about this Edomite. He looked like a historian. But he was explaining. He said, man himself, as a whole, was not designed to be alone. Man was designed to be in a clan, a tribe, all right, in a body of men, a brotherhood, man. You look at the history, all right, of our foreparents, our forefathers. It was always in what? From the beginning. It was always in a body of men, all right? Even going back, you best believe your mind can go that far. The Adamites, right? Going down to Jacob, going down to Joshua, Moses. It was set up that way, man. Even within the priesthood of the Levitical priests, it was always a body of men, all right, confined with each other, networking and talking about problems and things of that nature, man. All right, the guy that's always alone, he easily taken. You had something?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
This just backing up on showing how the house of the Lord is with. was going to say this Revelation 21:3. It says, and I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, behold, the tabernacle of our power is with men.
Yeah, the tabernacle, the body, the essence of the ministry of the Lord was set up on men. All right, everything about it was structured to start off with a body of men, the house of David, which is comprised of men. All right, and those men within those men confide and counsel with one another. All right, and when we in this house, we see each other dirty draws, the flaws, the personality differences, all that, man. We see each other dirty draws, and we actually have compassion and mercy and long suffering with each other. It's a marriage within it. It's a marriage within the marriage. Who we ultimately married to? Yahweh Shai, man. Right. And we're actually on another note, we're married amongst each other. All right, when you're married, you go through things, you fight, you toil, and you work things out, man. All right, go ahead.
Now the back up on the marriage part is crazy. You got that. This is Mark 10:9, because it says, for this cause shall a man, when a man, meet a woman, he go to his wife. But why the Lord put emphasis on the tabernacle of the Lord with men, or put a man in the house with another man? Because David even said that his love passed the love of women. Right. Because when women see your dirty draws, or see you want to pursue the truth, or whatever you want to do, what that caused them to do? Become your enemy, man. Yeah, right. But a man, and that's why it says right here, let me get to the point, Achalaki. It says, what therefore our power had joined together, let no man put asunder. And many men take that as literal, like, all right, it's the woman. Well, a man was created for a woman to, procreate and do these different things. But really what the Lord put together is the house of the Lord, the men of the house of the Lord. You got it.
Right, like I said earlier, men themselves, they were set up to be men. Let's look at all the different words you got there. You got clans, you got brotherhood, you got cliques,
a body,
yeah,
tabernacle,
a gang, a militia. Those different words are all suited for what? Men being in unison in a group with each other, man. Congregating, networking. All right. Mm-hmm. The guy that wants to be on the outside, that you gotta be you crazy, man. What are you trying to strive to do this alone for, man? All right. What are you trying to be he, man? You can't do this, man. You can't defeat this world alone, man. You need to be in the essence of men. All right. It is what it is. It's set up that way.
Yeah, and the people don't possess the power to basically hold you to be rooted in that what you want if it ain't in the house of the Lord. Like the spirit of the Lord got to be working with whatever people you're around that want to, that technically want to bring you into something. So when we got bought into, that's why I said let no man put that asunder. All right? Or don't let no man root out what the Lord have rooted you in, man. Because once you outside of what the Lord rooted you in, you plucked up, man. You got
all right. I got a quick one, and then you jump to the Acts 3 I told you to get.
What verse you
want? Romans 9:4. Romans really saw that at the top. Just use it because I'm using a particular word for that. Go ahead.
The book of Romans chapter 9, starting at the top. I say the truth in Hamashiach, I lie not. My conscience also bearing me witness in the Holy Ghost, that I have great heaviness and continual sorrow in my heart. For I could wish that myself were cursed from Hamashiach for my brethren.
That's the point. And Paul was going into. Well, we know this whole chapter. We know the breakdown, but I'm bringing out a particular point in this, man. Go ahead, read that part.
I'm going to read it again, verse 3. For I could wish that myself were accursed from Hamashiach for my brethren.
Because he's saying, I wish that I could have been the one that went on that cross, man. That was afflicted the way Yahweh Shah was afflicted, man, with those wounds from men, from the Romans. Right? We said, I wish that my servant were accursed for Hamashiach, for who?
For my brethren.
For my brethren, and making an emphasis on men. Go ahead.
My kinsmen.
My kinsmen. I want to get that word. Flesh. According to the flesh. Now I want you to jump to Acts
3:25.
3:25. You won't get it. We won't get it.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 3, and verse 25. Ye are the children of the prophets and of the covenant which Yahweh made with our fathers.
Without who?
With our fathers.
Our fathers were a body of men, an office of men, all right, set up by Yahweh Shem Shai, all right, to teach the people, to teach the men and to wake up those who need to wake up. Same as today, all right. We're those same men coming back as a body, as a ministry of men, preaching and publishing the word of Yahweh Shem Shai, man, all right, of his coming, of his son, all right. So read that part again. We are the children, because we are the children of the prophets. Go ahead.
It says, ye are the children of the prophets and of the covenant which Yahweh made with our fathers, saying unto Abraham, in thy seed shall all the kindreds of the earth be blessed.
Yeah, and we are blessed. Because first and foremost, what we are blessed with? We're also blessed with this truth, man.
That's right.
The Lord gifted us this truth from on high to wake up and to remember ourselves, man. But we are the body of those men, all right? We are the kindred of those men. They're gonna go into something.
God, this is kindreds in Acts 3:25, and it's G3964. Patria,
that's right.
lineage, running back to some progenitor, ancestry,
Go ahead.
a nation or tribe.
Nation or tribe. So it's set up for what? First and foremost, because who leads the lineage? Man.
That's right.
Fathers. Through the what? The sperm of men.
Progenitor.
The seed of men. The progenitor. Right. All right? First and foremost, out the gate. So read that part again, that last part.
It says, no,
right here. You got it.
It says a nation or a tribe.
Nation or a tribe. So it was designed that way for man to be amongst a group, a tribe. Right. Go ahead.
A group of families, all who in a given people lay claim to a common origin. The Israelites, which distributed into 12 tribes, descended from 12 sons of Jacob.
12 men. That's Jacob, right. All right. Right. Tribes. Go ahead.
These were divided into families, which were divided into houses.
Right. And from there you had different offices of men. All right. The Lord dealing with men. All right. The Lord dealing with a body of men. All right. All you gotta do is get in the body and help out. Not be alone. Not be in the sense of wanting to be a lone ranger. The Lord not dealing with that, man. You gotta get in the body, find out what to do within the body, and you just do your thing, man. When I say do your thing, you work your talents, man. Whatever you are good in, you work that with the body. And within the body, you vibe and you do your thing with brothers, man. You can still be yourself. You don't have to be character and like that, you know. Go ahead, what you about to say?
I was about to say, hey, even Yahushua don't rock like that. You know, Yahushua could have reigned on his own, right? But according to Romans 8, he said we joint heirs with him. You know, he's sharing his kingdom with us, man.
Hey, our Lord went looking for men.
That's right.
He went looking for men.
He
went looking for men, though.
Yeah, and he did what?
Not a wife.
Case in point, he formed what? The 12 disciples, man.
That's right, bro.
And guess what? You read the stories, those men got into it, man. Those men had things happen with them.
God.
And they had things that happened with them for their families and stuff. That's why that question was actually how shy, man. Hey, Lord, we forsaken everything to follow you. What we shall we receive? And he told them.
That's right.
All right? Don't be that guy that's alone, man. All right? Give me that in Ecclesiastes. What are we talking about? You know?
I got a quick one for you. There's Ezekiel 34:31. And ye my flock, the flock of my pasture are men.
All the gate. You're playing.
And I am your God, say Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua.
What's a flock? A flock is like you look at the animals, a pack of whatever animals, man. A group of the same particular species, man. Running together. All right? Now, and like I said, we all watch the National Geographic channel. You see the group running together. Always the guy that's slacking. Always the guy that's doing his own thing. What happens to him? He don't last that long, man. Because what? The world, the affairs of the world, and this thing of ours, what happens? The affairs of life, of this life taken away. Satan, the woman, the job, those things captured you, man. And then you know more, all right? Satan players on your mind, man. All right?
I got something for you on that flock in the online etymology.
Huh.
It says a group of persons.
Say it again so they can hear.
This is flock in the online etymology. It reads a group of persons, a company, a troop,
A company
a
of
crowd.
men, a crowd. Go ahead.
a band.
A band of what? A band of men.
That's right.
Go ahead.
That's it on that.
And that's important. It's important to be. It's important that men, all right, be in a body like one mind, one like mind, man. Go ahead.
I got going all the way down as a verb. Flock as a verb, right? In the 13th century, it reads a gathering, to congregate.
A gathering to congregate. That's what we do.
That's right.
Gather to congregate, assembly of men doing what? All right. Preaching and teaching about the Bible, man. All right. Not alone. Who wants to be alone in this life, man? It's nothing. It's nothing to go to. It's nothing. What you gonna do? You gonna be in the world, all right? Doing what? Nothing. There's nothing out here to do in the world, man.
That's right.
Go to work.
Come back home.
Come back home.
Then go back to work.
Go back to work.
Yeah.
Hearing all of the vile, disgusting things of this life, man. What you had something?
Yeah, I had something.
Wait, knock the mother one down. Come.
This was St.
You
Luke
get ready to start wrapping it up.
chapter 22, and I'll just do 31. It says, and the Lord said, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan had desired to have you, that he may sift you as wheat. And here's the point. But I have prayed for thee that thy faith fail not, and when thou art converted, strengthen thy brethren. So the different things, that we go through, like the brother said, you get on the phone, you talk to a brother. Just your testimony alone of what you went through could help pull a brother out of something that he was going through.
That's right.
Yahushua, and this is in red letters. This was a commandment that he gave to Peter. Like, you gotta strengthen your brothers once you get right.
My water?
Yeah, that's your water. That was told to Peter, man. You gotta go and strengthen those men.
Which is that's our job too.
That's right.
Exhortation and strengthening your brother through these scriptures, man.
That's right, man.
All right, make aware of you of things to come, or the different devices of Satan. All right, spiritual Satan, or this physical devil out here, Esau Edom, man. All right, because he's getting, this physical Satan, which is Esau Edom, he's planning on to come in different ways, different diverse ways, man, to take you, man. Right along with spiritual Satan, to take you out of the truth. All right, get you off to a pivot, man. Did you have something?
Yes, indeed. I'm gonna get that in the NLT. I got the Ecclesiastes for you. I'm gonna start at 4. Start at 7. It says, then I returned and I saw vanity under the sun. It says, there is one alone, and there is not a second. Yea,
Meaning a second person to help him out.
God.
Go ahead.
yea, he had neither child nor brother. Yet there is no end of all his labor. Neither is his eye satisfied with riches. Neither said he, for whom do I labor, and bereave my soul of good. This is also vanity, yea, it is a sore travail. Now I'm gonna get it in another I'm gonna get it in the NLT. It says, this is the case of a man who is all alone, without a child or a brother. That brother is the point. Yet who works hard to gain as much wealth as he can. But then he asks himself, who am I working for? Why am I giving up so much of myself of good things? It's also meaningless and depressing. It says, who he asks and depriving myself of good things, this too is futile and a miserable task, or it's unhappy business. But more or less, when you working to gain something outside of having a brother in his truth, it's meaningless and depressing, man.
That's right.
It says, two are better than one because they have a good reward for their labor.
Right. Keep going. I got some more things.
It says, for if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow.
If the one fall, he'd be lifted up by his fellow brother on the side of him, man. When he slips, when he falls, when he comes into travail, man. The things that happen in his personal life, things that happen in the truth, man. All right? There are more?
Yes. It says, but woe to him that is alone when he falleth.
Woe to who?
To him that is alone when he falleth.
Woe unto you, man. Destruction unto you. The guy that want to be alone, man. That lone ranger. All right, you self-sufficient without the body. I can do this alone, man. It says, woe unto you. Go ahead.
It says, for he had not another to help him up.
Yeah, he has not another to help him up, man. All right. And you're gonna deal with the affairs, all right, that's taking you out of the way. You're gonna deal with it much more, man. And Satan gonna come. It's really tell you how once you really kind of gone, 7 more demons come unto you, man.
That's
All right. Things start to happen when you try to fight this world and try to do this thing alone, man. You gotta be within the body. All right. Well, brothers first and foremost can help you spiritually. While a brother talking to you, then brothers, hey, I got this scripture. Hold on, I'll bring the scripture out. And the brother feeds you with the comforter, man. Feed you with these spiritual food that you need. Because obviously you deficient in some area that you slipping. You know, when you're doing that alone and outside the body, you just starve. Spiritually, physically, and morally, man. Go ahead.
Well, Jacob feel they have it or they can do it by themselves until they see that daunting task is way more than what they thought they could do, but they broke their relationship, or with a brother or whatever. You left that brother to be alone, and then you see you can't be alone. Go ahead.
In the body, all the weight is distributed.
Yeah.
Right? It's all equally distributed. But once you're not, in the body, hey, it's all on you.
That what you don't know, you don't know. What you can't get, you can't get.
It's just what it is.
It says, he that had friends must show himself friendly. So, but if you left your friends, how can you get some friendly assistance for anything, man?
That's right.
Right? You can't. It says, again, if two lie together, then they have heat.
That's right.
But how can one be warm alone? And if one prevail against him, two shall withstand him.
Yeah.
And a 3/4 cord is not quickly broken.
Yeah. So the other brother stand up for you, help up.
And help for you, yeah.
When you're a lone ranger, you're a guy that you just can't get right. You can't dwell in the body of men. All right, it just don't work out, man. You gotta be able to network amongst men, man. We were just set up that way. All right, to be within the body. Go ahead, you got some fire.
In the CSB, this is Ecclesiastes 4:12. It says, and if someone overpowers one person, two can resist him.
Yeah.
A cord of 3 strands is not easily broken, man. From a power.
Playing with the Wi-Fi. See if you back on that. Still running. There you go again. It's tripping, but it blank. Yeah, that's just Satan, man. That's just Satan messing with the feed, man.
You gotta go.
Oh, you good?
They say this show we go.
Okay.
Come.
Yeah, go back to whatever we had. Right, we got the error. We got the one error, right?
I'm about to get it now.
Okay.
Got it. This is
Unity too.
yeah, this Psalms. This just means John. The Psalms 133:1. It said the song of the degrees of David. Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity.
Together in unity, man. And like I said, man was set up that way. All right. We as a house. All right. A body of men, as the Israelites, man, we were set up that way to be together, man. Not set apart. What happened to the nation when we all started to, when the tribes started to fight bicker with each other and split? We split and we made our demise, man. We just fell away as a nation, man. Got ran over by the nations. We got kicked in our ass, man. Furthermore, it pushed us even further deep into wickedness, man. Right. So much we got these devils over us, man. You know? This is what happens, man.
the audio there, but it's kind of skipping.
Yes.
You probably late though.
No, I just refreshed it.
Or you just refresh
Yeah, it's all good.
It's all good, man.
This is demon.
You know, Satan gonna do his thing. But like I say, what the Lord said in I believe in the book of John, it said, when a nation divided against itself, how can his house stand?
God.
All right, you gotta stand together in righteousness, man. You gotta be locked in with the body. All right? You gotta have mercy and patience, long suffering with your brother, man.
It's gonna come back on.
Refresh it.
Okay, it's gonna come back in.
It's a demon.
That's all, bro.
We good.
Yeah.
We good. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you know, we had to work the
It
technical
ain't
difficulties.
scheduled.
Yeah, we had to work the technical difficulties real fast.
I just want to say this, brother. The title for that chapter, Psalms 133, is benefits from the harmony of believers.
They came together, man.
That's
Right. What that word unity says?
A conjunction. A conjunction.
Join.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and we better stronger together,
A
man.
union. Unitedness. Yeah, all together. Together.
Yeah, union.
United.
Together, unitedness, all together.
Alike,
man. Alike in what? In the scriptures. All right. You know what the scripture said? How can two walk together except they be agreed?
Yeah,
This is what
right.
we agree in these scriptures, man. In the body of Habashim Shai, man. The preaching of this gospel.
And this is all we need to agree on.
Right.
We don't gotta perfectly agree with brother's person. As long as we agree with this, we agree with each other.
Right.
I agree with his spirit. His spirit and my spirit is in agreement. So whatever he like, I like too. Fuck it. Whatever he like, he like what I like too, man. Or vice versa. It don't matter.
Because that's what happens when you get a body of men. When you get a body of men, you got men coming from all different walks of life. Some brothers are quiet, some brothers are loud, some brothers are into this, some brothers into that. When I'm dealing with a brother, the brother into heavy metal, I'm gonna get to heavy. Hey, brother, I'm gonna get down with that. Get down with that, man. If I wear hip hop clothes and he just wear Dockers and Walmart clothes, well, fuck it. Let's go shopping, brother. Let's go get the Walmart shits. You know what I'm saying?
Walmart shits, bro.
You know? Tell me what you like. You know what I'm saying? And this is the thing about this body. You gotta learn to be uncomfortable.
That's
A lot
right.
of times with different men, personalities and different things like that. Man, it is what it is, you know. You know, and over time we learn, or I learned the nature, all right, of being around men. Man, you got brothers, you got a lot of rough brothers, man. I'm myself kind of rough, serious and shit like that, manfully, because I've been around men that have been in the military, men that have been, you know, in some hard shit, man. All right? I take a little qualities from that, but I don't bring that shit to the truth either. Because all brothers ain't like that. But the premise of the whole thing is, you know, being manfully too, man, being around men. All right?
I got more.
You got more? Go ahead.
Yeah. This is Psalms 133 and 2 that you wanted about Aaron's beard. It said, it is like the precious ointment. And this is the brothers dwelling together in unity, all alike, walking together. It is like the precious ointment upon the head that ran down upon the beard, even Aaron's beard, that went down to the skirts of his garments.
That's a beautiful thing, man.
Covered his whole body, man.
Yeah. That's a beautiful thing to see. All right. It's a beautiful thing when you see like-minded men all together, all right, of all the tribes, preaching and teaching, or just vibing, man. Sometimes, you know, like in this thing, man, you see brothers, this case in point, brothers just watching the fight. You watch it, you know, brothers might watch the Floyd, the MMA shit. Sometimes you gotta step away and just watch. Damn, look what the Lord has done, man. All the tribes together, brothers vibing, laughing, you know, hard, you know, brothers be hard, you know, doing different shit together, man. All right, that's a beautiful thing. Tell me what niggas out there on the outside world doing that without killing and stabbing and jacking each other, man.
Kill somebody.
Can't happen. It only can happen in this, man. All right? It only can happen within this. Why would you want to be on the outside of that, man? A lot of you guys, like I said, I can get into it, but you know, how many more you got?
I think that was that.
That was it for you?
That was
beard.
Yeah.
One, and I think that was pretty much it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
It's simple. It's simple.
It's simple.
Brothers. You know?
I could have went a little more, but that's simple, man. You know, like I said, once again, we hope this lesson was edifying. Until next time, we give all praise, glory, and honor.
See Yahweh by Hashem, Yahushua by Hashem, Kakadash.
Double honors once again to the elder apostles of GMS, peace and blessings and salutations once again to the hopeful elect and to the sincere. Shalom.
Shalom.